Hello, good morning, welcome. I am your host, Reginald Barnes, aka Yep. In the morning, I want to discuss a little bit about Nolan Smith at the summit at Von Miller's camp. I want to talk about John Johnson as a possibility for the Eagles as a safety. Let's go. Let's get right into it. Well, as you know, folks. Hello, good morning, welcome. I am your host, Reginald Barnes, aka Yep. In the morning, I want to discuss a little bit about Nolan Smith at the summit at Von Miller's camp. I want to talk about John Johnson as a possibility for the Eagles as a safety. Let's go. Let's get right into it. Well, as you know, folks, Philadelphia Eagles still have 4 slots open available for the team. And Howie Roseman hasn't made a move as of yet, but that's still to come. And welcome to the show. This is Bet on Yourself Media. My name is Yep. I'm from the city of Philadelphia, the city of heart, and the city that bleeds green. And with that being said, I want to thank all those who have subscribed to the channel. I really do appreciate y'all. If you haven't already, please do subscribe, hit the notification bell, and hit that thumbs up. Let's get on with the program for you, folks. Philadelphia Eagles have 4 available slots for training as of OTA ending in the past couple of weeks. Howie Roseman has been laying a little bit dormant on my behalf. So I'm looking forward to Howie here summing up, making some moves. And one of the moves that I really want to talk about is this kid, John Johnson, safety, ex-Cleveland Brown. Young guy is 27 years old. He didn't have too good of a season last year, but he's one of the top value unsigned safeties that's out there availability. Johnson is, as you know, he's a safety. The Philadelphia safety room is up for grabs. And bringing in a guy as his talent, I think would help the Philadelphia Eagles tremendously. He could be a great asset to that back of the defense that we have here in Philadelphia. And I just thought about it. I seen some clippings on this guy. I did do a little bit of film study on him, and I like what I saw. I did really liked what I saw. I believe that putting in the right system with us here in Philadelphia, that he would do some good things for us coming up. But you still have Blankenship back there battling with the kid Sidney Brown, so you still got to look out for that. Where's how we going to go? I don't know. One of my main topics with us here is here coming up to the start of training camp is signing uh, a Ringo. I don't know what's going on with Keely Ringo. I haven't heard much about it. So if anybody out there knows what's going on with Keely Ringo's situation, please let me know, inform me what you have on that. Because it's kind of like he's missing in action. He missed the OTAs and he's behind as far as I'm concerned. So that's not a good thing for the rookie coming into camp. I don't know if it's what's going on, but I'm quite sure things will be resolved here in the near future. Another thing I wanted to talk about was Nolan Smith. We know Nolan Smith was a high energy guy. He's now at Von Miller Summit Camp, and this is nothing but upside for this young man. This young man, he's been working. He worked through the OTAs. Right at the draft, he told Coach, "Get me that playbook. I want to get at this thing. I want to get busy." And from that point on, he showed no downfall in keeping his word. He kept his word. He came to camp. He came to OTAs, and he performed. You know what I mean? He performed. There was a lot of chatter about him going during the OTAs about his effort, and his work effort, and just getting after, in the drills. So I have nothing but good things to say about Nolan Smith. I'm appreciative of his work ethic, And I'm looking forward to this camp coming up so I can see these guys in pads. That's what I really want to see. I want to see these guys in pads, and that's going to be where the iron meets the fire there. I believe this is going to show a lot for everybody, you know, with the defensive back position being a position of need as far as who's going to be the starters or the rotation pattern that how they're going to substitute these guys. The linebacker position for me is not what I would like to say is up to snuff. I think we can add a linebacker, and I believe, you know, there might be a possibility of getting a linebacker here somewhere down the future. Miles Jack is still out there. Is he worth for him bringing Miles Jack in aboard with us? I don't know what their plans are, but I know for a fact that we do still have 4 available slots on our roster. So, you know, and I'm a big fan of this here Yannick Ngakoue. He's still out there. He has talked about being a Philadelphia Eagle, and in the past, he's been around a couple different teams, but his statistics show that he's a sack guy. So the rotation with what we have on the team now, with him added on to it, will not hurt. You cannot have enough help on that side of the ball, rotational wise, and I believe he would come in and do a tremendous job. He wants to be on a team where I believe that he wants a foundation. He wants to have set foundation under his feet. And what better place to bring him in, sign him in for a 2-year deal, and if he don't make out, you know, we could release him. You know, so I'm all in favor with the not Yannick Ngakoue situation. I would like to see him come to Philadelphia. I believe he would be a very good part of what we're doing here. Another topic I want to talk about this guy. I can't say his name pronouncedly. Calabar, something. The one that talked about exposed the Derrick Henry trade. He was a American Ninja guy. He did play in the NFL, and he went on a show, Irish show, this past week, recanting his story. To me, was recanting, downplaying, dumbing it down, and saying that he did blow it by publishing his tweet on the Twitter account about the Derrick Henry trade to the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, for me, this is my personal opinion. This is all me. I believe that this here guy, you know, did have a reliable source. The reliable source gave him the information in regards to sharing, but he took it and ran with it and published it, trying to get out in front of the media or the journalists that's out there. But he claims he wasn't trying to get no kudos for that. But from what I read, from what I gauged from it, was the fact that he jumped the gun. And he admitted it. He apologized to his followers. And could it still happen? I don't know. Our running back room is pretty full. They talked about Cook, Devin Cook. They talk about Henry. So I don't know where he would fit, because they still got the articles about Nick Sirianni very high on Trey Stain, the other running back. There's been a lot of talk about him by Nick Sirianni. So he has a opportunity to prove something to Nick. I believe. I think Nick is looking for something out of this guy that we don't know about. He's been talking about him. We know we got Penny, Swift, Gainwell, by Boston Scott, the Giant Killer. So where is he going to fit at? And one other thing that I would like to talk about is our special teams. Our special teams have to be improved vastly. Will they go out and bring in a special team guy for punt return? That could be a possibility for us. I think it could be a possibility because that special team unit needs it. If we can get somebody that's proficient in getting us good yardage on returns and punt returns, that's half the battle. That's half the battle right there. So I'm looking forward. I'm thinking my own personal opinion that could be a possibility for us down the line with getting a special teams guy for punt return and kick returns. I would like to see that also. But my main two positions of need for me is the safety's position and the linebacker position. So we have 4 slots. We can get safety, we can go linebacker, we can go defensive end. Man, so I'm in believer that's the 3 spots, but the 3 spots that they really believe that we need to improve in vastly. As far as when I say improve, I mean add another body, a veteran body, definitely at the linebacker core. I think we should bring in a veteran. Who they may select, but whoever it may be, I think it needs to be a veteran up there with those guys. I got great feelings about Dean. I think Dean's going to do a good job. I think Dean's going to do a good job this season with the linebacker spot. By him having Davis and Carter up in front of him, it's going to be similar to what they ran in Georgia. So I think that's going to help him out tremendously. Blankenship, Battleship. I believe it's going to be a tough fight between him and Sidney Brown. I believe that's going to be a tough fight between him and Sidney Brown for that spot back there. But now, if they're talking about bringing John Johnson in, so now you got a three man battle. So, and what would you suspect out of those 3 making not making the team, but making the steps forward to be on the field for a starter position? Because somebody's not going to start. We know that, but putting them in the rotation is okay too. I'm okay with that. My main thing I really wanted to talk about was your Yannick Ngakoue, the kid Johnson, and Nolan Smith putting in work. So with that being said, this is Bet on Yourself Media Sports. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, and give me that thumbs up. And with that being said, I hope you all have a great day. Be nice, be safe. God bless. Until next time, peace.